All right, good Thursday evening, everyone. This is Corey here with Zero Meter Chasers. It is 8:32 Central, 9:32 Eastern. I wanted to jump in, give you guys a quick weather update on what we're seeing right now on the current radar, what we're expected to see during the overnight period, and then what we're expected to see as we head into Friday and Saturday. So we're going to have an active 48 hours here. I've already been putting those updates out, but I want to jump in here and talk with you guys live. Just feel like it'd be a little bit easier for me to go over everything, especially with some current severe warnings that we have ongoing right now. So before we get started, I want to make sure everybody can hear me. So if you guys can hear me, I want to make sure the audio and all that stuff's good before I get into rambling. So you guys just let me know in the comments section if you can hear me, and then we'll get started with what we have going on here in the Kentucky market here for severe weather. All right, thank you guys for letting me know that everything is good. Do appreciate that. So we'll get started here. Let's go ahead and put a pause on the radar. Of course, you guys can see we have a cluster of thunderstorm activity over here in western Kentucky. This cluster is going to continue to progress off to the south and east. We're not really expecting this to impact much of Kentucky here, but we do have several severe thunderstorm warnings here ongoing. The first one here going to be that's going to include the Murray community, and this is going to be for southern Callaway and southern Graves County. 60-mile-an-hour wind gust is going to be the primary threat with that severe thunderstorm warning. And then we have the next severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to include the city of Benton. So that's going to be for northern Callaway, Marshall, southwestern Trigg, east central Graves, and southwestern Lyon counties in western Kentucky. And 60-mile-an-hour winds is the primary threat with that storm. And then we have another severe thunderstorm warning here for central Trigg and south central Lyon County, again in western Kentucky. 60-mile-an-hour winds with this line that is progressing to the south and east. So this is going to be moving into middle Tennessee. We also have a strong thunderstorm here in the Hopkinsville area. And this storm could go severe as it progresses into southern Muhlenberg and the northern part of Todd County there. So we'll keep an eye on that. But again, that storm is also slowly moving to the south and east. So I'm not expecting it to move into central Kentucky, might clip parts of Bowling Green, but definitely moving more toward the south. So then we're going to move up here to a little bit more to the north. We have another thunderstorm cluster here. We'll put the radar into motion. You guys can kind of see several thunderstorms moving over the Irvington, Brandenburg, Meade County, Hardinsburg area. So we have a severe thunderstorm warning. Let me get that pulled up for you here. And it's going to be this one right here. And that is the severe thunderstorm warning there. That's going to include Perry County, Indiana, Breckinridge County, Hancock, and Meade County. Let me get that warning pulled up. Let me see what the latest information is on that one. Pull it up here on my top screen. So that's severe thunderstorm warnings in effect until 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust, and penny-sized hail. So if you live in Hardinsburg, Webster, Irvington, Cloverport, Raymond, those type communities, that is where 60-mile-an-hour wind gust is going to have, you're going to have the best chance to see those thunderstorm wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour. And then we also have a flash flood warning in effect here for the Irvington community. Let me read that here. That's going to be for northern Breckinridge County, southern Meade County. And that's going to go until midnight Eastern, 11 o'clock Central. National Weather Service says between an inch and a half to 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to occur shortly. So, again, just some isolated severe weather here in the central Kentucky area expected as we head into tonight. So let's go ahead and look at the Futurecast radar. This is the HRRR model. We'll give you guys an kind of an update of what the radar is expected to look like. So this is kind of what the radar is looking like right now. Okay, we have this cluster of thunderstorm activity that's already ongoing over here in the western Kentucky area. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit my mic there. And then we have, our other thunderstorm, our other cluster of thunderstorm activity that is up here near the Louisville area. So that's basically what the radar is looking like right now. So the HRRR model, as we head into tonight, this is what we're going to be looking at here. So this is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So this is the midnight time frame. You see these storms move into the central Kentucky area and basically weaken. So we'll zoom in here to the central Kentucky area and back it up just a little bit. You see how these storms are a little bit stronger around the Bowling Green area, around the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock time frame, and then they really start to weaken as we get into the midnight time frame. We get into 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. These storms have basically disintegrated into nothing. That's why our severe weather threat tonight is not that high here in central Kentucky. We get closer to the 4 a.m. time frame. We're not going to be done with any type of rainfall for sure. We definitely could still have some stronger storms in the morning cluster as well. If you look over here into western Kentucky, it's 4 o'clock a.m. You see we have another cluster of thunderstorms, and some of these storms could become strong to severe as they progress across the state, especially in the same area that we're looking at right now. This would be your western Kentucky area over to Hopkinsville down into the Clarksville, Tennessee area. That area is probably going to have the best potential to see any type of strong to severe thunderstorm activity tomorrow morning, and this is 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. And you see that cluster of thunderstorm activity has progressed south into Tennessee. Still going to be dealing with some isolated rainfall activity throughout the day, but nothing overly concerning tomorrow. This actually looks a lot better compared to what it did earlier. The earlier run of the HRRR model showed a lot more rain here for the central Kentucky area, so that's at least a little bit of good news. We get into the midnight time frame on Saturday. So this is going into Saturday morning, and we have more thunderstorm activity that has developed, shower and thunderstorm activity that has developed across Illinois, Indiana, and the northern part of Kentucky there. And that's going to just plow its way through the state of Kentucky. Lots of areas of heavy rainfall. Look at all these little dots of heavier rainfall. This is where we're going to see our flooding threat. So we're going to back it up here just a little bit. So we basically start about 1 a.m. Saturday morning, maybe even midnight up here in the Evansville down to Madisonville, Kentucky area. So midnight as we head into Saturday. Saturday, in my opinion, is the biggest day for any type of flash flooding. We could be dealing at some significant flash flooding in some locations. So we start around midnight, and this area here, lots of rainfall going to be occurring here in the central Kentucky area based off the new HRRR. Look at this wave of rainfall that just makes its way in here. That's about a 6 to 7 hour time frame for consistent rainfall there. And if you look at the total rainfall estimates based off the HRRR model, in some of these areas down here from Bowling Green, right along the Cumberland Parkway, you're looking at 2 to 3 inch amounts there in some locations. Not really a whole lot as far as significant flash flooding here in the Greene-Taylor County area. But again, if you look just towards your south, and this is just through 7 a.m. Saturday morning. We're still expecting to see additional rainfall as we head into Saturday afternoon and into Saturday night as well. So, you got a 4-inch amount. You're seeing these 4-inch amounts pop up right here along the Cumberland Parkway and just to the south. So, sorry, I hit my mic again. We don't really know where these heavier amounts are going to fall. We don't know the exact locations yet. But right now, based off the latest HRRR model that has just come in, it looks like the area that we're going to be watching is going to be this area right in here. So that is the area that we're going to be monitoring. That's going to be right there, basically the Bowling Green area down to Monticello. So Monticello up to Columbia, Glasgow, Bowling Green, Litchfield, Madisonville, Central City, Morgantown. This area right here seems to be the area that has the best potential to see those heavier rainfall amounts, especially on Saturday. And so again, and something else I do want to talk about. This is going to fluctuate as we get closer to Saturday. This area of heavy rainfall could go north just a little bit, could go to the south just a little bit, but I definitely think this area right now, based off the latest data, this is the area that has the best chance to see those higher rainfall amounts, and you could even get higher than this. I know that some of the estimates are saying 3 to 4 inches. They could go higher than that, just like we've seen on June 27th. We've seen, I'm not saying we're going to have 10-inch amounts by no means or anything like that, but June 27th, June 28th, where we had 2 areas of extremely heavy rainfall. The first area affecting areas such as the Richmond area, Lexington area, over to Elizabethtown, that area, and then the very next morning we had South Central Kentucky from Edmonton down into the Albany area. So just a prime example, you don't really know exactly where the highest rainfall totals are going to occur until we get to that point. So everybody that's in the entire state of Kentucky is under a flash flood watch, or a flood watch, sorry. So everybody in the state is going to be at risk to see heavy rainfall on Saturday. And again, we're going to keep you guys updated on what areas have the best potential for that flash flooding potential. But the entire state, again, is going to be at risk. So again, back to the radar right now. Again, I'm not expecting, I don't want anybody to get freaked out for tonight's severe weather threat. Let's look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook. This is the Storm Prediction Center outlook for tonight. Basically, along and west of I-65 is under that slight risk. And then as that line progresses to the east of I-65, it's going to be in a weakening phase. So still going to have the risk for an isolated severe weather threat here in the central Kentucky area. But again, that best threat is going to be to the west of I-65 and in western Kentucky, and that is where that's what you're seeing right now. We'll go to the Hopkinsville radar. You're already seeing that. You're already seeing isolated severe weather down here in western Kentucky from Murray, basically up to Hopkinsville. I know Hopkinsville is not under a severe thunderstorm warning, but strong thunderstorms here in that area, severe thunderstorms in the Murray area. Then we do have that severe thunderstorm warning up here in the Breckenridge, Meade County area. So you're already seeing that isolated severe threat in that level 2. Again, that's going to be west of I-65. And that's what you're seeing right here. You're already seeing those severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing there. But again, I'm not, even with these storms over here, I'm not overly impressed with them. We'll look at the, we'll zoom back into the storm at Hardinsburg. I mean, it's still trucking along. Definitely severe thunderstorm worthy. And could see another severe thunderstorm warning issued before it's all said and done. But this cluster is going to be moving into the Elizabethtown area, and eventually it will move into the Hodgenville area here over the next little bit. But I expect this line or this cluster here to weaken to an extent as it progresses to the east. And then, like I said, this line down here in the western Kentucky area is going to be moving into Tennessee. Most of the lines already moved into Tennessee. The only area that we're watching right now is, again, this line from the Murray up to the Hardin community, just to the east of Benton there. And we'll put a motion on the radar here with this one. You could see that southeast motion. So it's slowly moving southeast into Tennessee. It's not moving directly east. It's moving to the southeast. So this entire line here is going to be moving into Tennessee. The only one we're going to have to watch is the one near Hopkinsville. It might have a little bit more of an eastward motion that it will eventually clip it. It's getting ready to move into Todd County right now. Southern Muhlenberg County, Logan County going to be getting in on the action here before too much longer as well. So, that being said, I do want to show you guys two more things, or one more thing I should say. I'm going to show you guys the Weather Prediction Center outlook. This is for today. So the Weather Prediction Center has the 2/3 of Kentucky, all of Central Kentucky, all of Western Kentucky in a slight risk for excessive rainfall for today. Have us in a slight risk of the entire state, basically, excluding the Cincinnati area, in a slight risk for excessive rainfall for tomorrow and again on Saturday. Marginal risk on Sunday, and then the rain is out of the area by Monday. So the next 3 days, the Weather Prediction Center is pretty much highlighting the whole state in that slight risk for excessive rainfall. And there's a chance by Saturday some of this area gets upgraded into a moderate risk. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So, with that being said, I'm going to look through some questions here. I'm going to get the radar back up. We're going to keep the motion on the radar here. I'm going to go up and just look through some questions and answer a few. Not going to stay live super long. Like I said, just wanted to give everybody an update on what to kind of expect for tonight. Thank you, Regina. I definitely appreciate your compliment there. Thank you so much. All right. Went to the comment section and I does not cease to amaze me, folks. Oh, me. Mike, I appreciate your compliment there. Definitely appreciate that. So there's a new tornado warning. We'll go over that here in just a second. All right, so let's go over this tornado warning here real quick. So we do have a new tornado warning that was just issued here. And this is for Western Kentucky. So nothing here in Central Kentucky, but this new tornado warning here, we'll get the latest information here from the National Weather Service. So new tornado warning. This is for Central Trigg County in Western Kentucky. This is a radar indicated rotation. And this severe thunderstorm is capable of producing a tornado over the Gold Pond Visitor Center. It's moving east at 20 miles an hour. So if you know anybody that lives in this area, let them know they need to be in their tornado safe zone. And what I'll do here real quick is, yeah, you can see the rotation right there. Clear as day. So this could be a tornado in development here, over here in Trigg County. And this is going to be moving just to the south of, eventually move to the south of Hopkinsville if it comes out of Trigg County. But right now, this is just for Trigg County. So if you know anybody that lives in Trigg County in this vicinity, let them know they are under a tornado warning. They need to be in their tornado safe zone. So again, that's in Western Kentucky. We'll keep an eye on that. So like I said, with that being said, guys, I just wanted to give everybody an update. We'll do a quick zoom out. We only have 2 areas of severe thunderstorm activity. And the one is going to be, I'll just go over all the newest severe thunderstorm activity here real quickly. So we have this severe thunderstorm warning here still in effect. I'll zoom out here just a little bit. We'll get that one pulled up. This is going to be for Breckinridge County and Meade County, 60-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail. That expires at 10 o'clock Eastern. So another 7 minutes. So that one's getting ready to expire. And then we have this tornado warning that was just issued. That's going to be for Trigg County. We'll switch to this. Switch to the Hopkinsville radar site here in the velocity mode. You can see the velocity clear as day there, and that definitely could be a tornado in the development there. Rotation is definitely present on that one. So that is the tornado warning there, and then we have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings here, still in effect. This one right here is going to be for Central Trigg and South Central Line counties. 70-mile-an-hour wind gust with that one. That is going to be right on top of that tornado warning. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that expires in 6 minutes. Not going to worry about that one. This one also expires about in 6 minutes. So this line of severe thunderstorm activity from Hazel up to Murray up to Hardin, these 2 warnings expire in 6 minutes. So we'll see if the National Weather Service extends that. So, and then again, this is the modeled data. This is kind of what we're expected to see here for the remainder of the night. This is kind of what we're seeing right now on the radar. We're seeing this cluster of thunderstorm activity over here in western Kentucky, and then another cluster up here that is close to the Brandenburg area. It gets off just a little bit. But as we progress into the night, these clusters of storms are going to continue to the east, weakening as they move to the east. Still an isolated severe threat tonight, but that severe weather threat will decrease as we progress. I guess I should zoom out just a little bit. Start all over here. So again, this thunderstorm cluster will continue to move east as we progress into the night. It's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, but this storm will weaken. Still expected, still the possibility for an isolated severe storm, but that threat definitely decreases as this line or cluster moves to the east. Then we have another cluster of thunderstorm activity that's going to be moving into western Kentucky around the 4 a.m. time frame. This line also could produce some strong to severe storms. Heavy rainfall is going to be the primary threat. So again, wanted to jump in and give you guys a quick update. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be watching things closely for the remainder of the night. I'll give you guys updates